Hello everyone, this is 𝗞𝗶𝗃𝐻𝐵𝑒𝑟𝑔. Once again I have come up with the video number 5 of ICSE 9th Maths, chapter number 5, Simultaneous Linear Equations. In the previous videos I taught you two methods, substitution method and elimination method to solve x and y. In today's video we are going to solve by cross multiplication method. We are going to do the sums from S Aggarwal, exercise 5b. So let's get started. So these are the two equations, 5b, exercise 5b, question number 1, 2x minus 5y plus 8 equal to 0 and x minus 4y plus 7 equal to 0. In these two equations we need to solve by cross multiplication method to get the value of x and y. So the first step of cross multiplication method is you should get everything in the left hand side and make the right hand side 0. In our given two equations we already see that everything is in the left hand side and right hand side is 0. So now we will find out what is our A1. Our A1 is, considering this is the first equation, A1 is 2, B1 is minus 5 and C1 is 8. Whereas A2, considering this as the second equation, coefficient of x is A2, that's 1, B2 coefficient of y, that is minus 4, and C2 the constant term, that is 7. Now we are going to write it this way. Start from B1, B2, write it this way. We have a formula actually, we don't have to remember the formula. See how I am writing, just write it this way, you will not have to remember the formula. B1, B2, then we write in C1, C2, then A1, A2, and then again B1, B2. The way I have written this, you are going to write down the values of it in the same way. So B1, B2 is minus 5, minus 4. I am writing it here. Minus 5, minus 4. Then you go to C1, C2. Your C1, C2 is 8 and 7. So 8, 7. Then you go to A1, A2. A1, A2 is 2 and 1. So you write 2, 1. And then again B1, B2. And your B1, B2 is minus 5, 4. So minus 5, minus 4. Okay. I wrote it this way, right? Now we'll write x upon something is equal to y upon something is equal to 1 upon something. Now in something what will come? Multiply this to this way. Minus 5 into 7. So x under x upon something we are going to write minus 5 into 7. Okay, and minus 4 into 8. So this minus 4 into 8. And among these two, we are going to write a minus sign. So what basically I did B1 C2 into B2 C1, and there is a minus sign in between. So under x we are writing B1 C2 minus B2 C1 is equal to. Okay, so this is basically the formula. And it's little difficult to remember the formula, so you can just remember the way we are writing and then we are getting the formula. And if you remember the formula, it's well and good. Okay. Now in under y upon something, just multiply this way now. 8 into 1. Now there is a minus sign in between, and then 7 into 2. 7 into 2. So see what we have written under y upon something. We have written y upon something, that is C1 into A2, A2 C1 minus A1 into C2, A1 into C2 is equal to under 1 upon something. Now we are going to multiply this way, 2 into minus 4. Now there is a minus sign in between, so write down minus, and 1 into minus 5. So under 1 upon something what we have written is A1 into B2, A1 into B2 minus A2 into B1, A2 into B1. So basically this is the formula for the cross multiplication method. But if you do not remember the formula, just write down, start from B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2 and B1, B2 again, and then cross multiply starting from upwards like this. Then there is a minus sign in between, then again cross multiply like this. Again these two multiplied minus these two are multiplied. Again these two are multiplied minus these two are multiplied. And we have to write it this way. Okay, now let us solve this. We are getting x upon minus 35 minus 32. Okay. I am doing all the steps. You can do it on with me also. This is 8 minus 14 and equal to 1 upon minus 8 minus 5. Okay. Now this will be x upon minus 35 plus 32 is equal to y upon minus 6, and this is coming 1 upon minus 8 plus 5. Okay. Now I'll be just doing it here this side. I'll rub this out. Okay, I think this space is okay enough. So we are getting x upon minus 3 is equal to y upon minus 6 is equal to 1 upon minus 3. Now what you are going to do is, once you make this is equal to the constant term, so I'll write x upon minus 3 is equal to 1 upon minus 3. So from here I'll take minus 3 that side, so x is equal to minus 3 upon minus 3, that is 1. So I got x is equal to 1. This is my one of the solution. Okay. Now let us find out y is equal to, so I'll do it here. Okay, so now I'll write y upon minus 6 is equal to 1 upon minus 3. Now in the next step, minus 6 goes that side. So y is equal to minus 6 upon minus 3, that is 2. So the value of y is equal to 2. Okay. I hope everyone understood the method. We will first write down whatever the equations are given. We'll get everything in the left hand side, make the right hand side 0. And then we are going to write down b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and again b1, b2. And then we'll write x upon something, y upon something, 1 upon something, and we'll multiply like this. And finally, we'll equate the variable with the constant term and get the value of x and y. Okay. Let us see more sums. So we'll have a good practice on this method. And the next sum, the next question is 5x minus 4y plus 2 equal to 0 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. As I told you that the first step is to get everything in the left hand side and make the right hand side 0. So from here we are going to write 2x plus 3y minus 13 is equal to 0. Now considering this is my first equation, I'll write down a1, that is coefficient of x, that is 5, and b1 is your minus 4, c1, that's a constant term, is 2. And that is the second equation. So the coefficient of x, a2 is 2, b2 is 3 and c2 is minus 13. Okay. Now as I mentioned, you write down this way, b1 by b2, b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and again b1, b2. Okay. So put the values, b1, b2 is minus 4, 3, c1, c2 is 2, minus 13, a1, a2 is 5, 2 and b1, b2 is again minus 4, 3. Now we are going to write x upon something. So write x upon something is equal to y upon something is equal to 1 upon something. Now under x upon something we will multiply like this, minus 4 into minus 13. So minus 4 into minus 13. In between there is a minus, then again 3 into 2. So here you get 3 into 2. I'll just put it little that side. Yes. Now under y upon something we'll multiply this into this, 2 into 2. So it's 2 into 2. In between there is a minus sign and minus 13 into 5. So this minus 13 into 5. See, there is enough space because that will take little space. Writing down 5 into 3, 1 upon something, you will write 5 into 3 minus 2 into minus 4. Okay. So we have written everything properly. Now we'll calculate this. X upon 13 into minus is plus, 13 into 4 is 52 minus 6 is equal to y upon 2 into 2 is 4 minus 13 into 5 is minus 65 is equal to 1 upon 15 minus, this is minus 8. Okay. Now this will be x upon, this is 52 minus 6, that is 46 is equal to y upon 4 plus 65 is equal to 1 upon 15 plus 8. So here you are getting x upon 46 is equal to y upon 69 and is equal to 1 upon 23. Okay, now we'll make the variable is equal to the constant term. So let us rub this part. Okay, so we'll write x upon 46 is equal to 1 upon 23 first. Okay, now we'll get 46 that side. So x is equal to 46 upon 23. So the value is 2. Therefore, we get x is equal to 2. This is one of the variable. Then again we'll make y upon 69 is equal to 1 upon 23. We'll get 69 that side. Okay, so y is equal to 69 upon 23, that is 3. So the value of y is 3. I hope everybody understood. So let us do more practice. We'll proceed to the next sum in front of us. We can see that in both the equations, the constant term is on the right hand side. So we have to get them in the left hand side and make the right hand side 0. That's the first step. Okay. So we write it here 3x minus 5y minus 19 equal to 0, and this will become 7x minus 3y minus 1 equal to 0. Now let us put down our a1, b1, c1, a2, b2, c2. So a1 is 3, b1 is minus 5, c1 is minus 19, a2 is 7, b2 is minus 3 and c2 is minus 1. Now we are going to write b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and again b1, b2. So put the values now. b1, b2 is minus 5, minus 3, minus 19, minus 1. This is 3, 7 and again minus 5, minus 3. Now we are going to write x1 upon something is equal to y upon something is equal to 1 upon something. Okay, so under x upon something we write minus 5 into minus 1. So this is minus 5 into minus 1. In between there is a minus sign. Again we'll write minus 3 into minus 19. So it will be minus 3 into minus 19. Now under y we'll write minus 19 into 7. So this is minus 19 into 7. There is a minus sign in between and again minus 1 into 3. So this is minus 1 into 3. While putting the values, be very careful, and if you do it properly it will never be wrong. 3 into minus 3. So here we write 3 into minus 3. There is a minus sign in between and then 7 into minus 5. So we write 7 into minus 5. I put all the values. Now let us calculate. So it is x upon minus 5 and minus 1. Minus into minus plus. 5 into 1 is 5. Then there is a minus sign. Again minus 3 minus 19. Minus into minus is plus. 3 into 19 is 57. Is equal to 1 upon minus 19 into 7. 133. Yes. And then there is a minus sign. Minus 1 into 3 is minus 3 is equal to 1 upon, this is minus 9 minus minus 35. Just put it properly. Minus 35. Okay. Now let us calculate this. X upon, this will be minus 252 is equal to 1 upon minus 133 plus 3, and this is equal to 1 upon minus 9 plus 35. Okay, I'll just erase this part. Okay, now so we get x upon minus 52 is equal to 1 upon minus 130 is equal to 1 upon 35 minus 9 is 26. 26. Okay, now we'll make this is equal to this. So the quantity x, that is x upon minus 52 is 1 upon 26. So x is equal to minus 52 goes that side, divided by 26. So this is 2. So the value of x is equal to, we are getting minus 2, sorry, there is a minus sign. So x is equal to minus 2. I'll write it properly. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2. This is one of the value. Now we'll make y, this is y, sorry, y upon. So y upon minus 130 is equal to 1 upon 26. Therefore, y is equal to minus 130 upon 26. So we know 13, 2 and 13, this is 10, 2, 5. So this is minus 5. So y, the value of y is minus 5. Question number 4 in front of you. So this is, again we see here in the two given equations, the constant term are on the right hand side. We have to get them in the left hand side. So this will be 2x plus 3y minus 17 equal to 0. And this is 3x minus 2y minus 6 is equal to 0. So let us quickly find out our a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. a1 is 2, b1 is 3, c1 is minus 17, a2 is 3, b2 is minus 2 and c2 is minus 6. So now let us write it properly. It is b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and again b1, b2. So b1, b2 is 3 minus 2, c1, c2 minus 17 minus 6, a1, a2 is 2, 3 and this is 3 minus 2. So now we are going to write x upon something. So x upon y upon and is equal to 1 upon. So under x upon we are going to write 3 into minus 6. You can pause the video, do the sum on your own. I hope everybody understood. You can check the answer after you complete the sum. Okay, so 3 into minus 6 and then there is a minus sign. This is minus 2 into minus 17. I'll write the minus properly. Yeah, minus 2 into minus 17. Y upon something. So minus 17 into 3, minus 17 into 3, minus in between, minus 6 into 2, minus 6 into 2. 1 upon something, 2 into minus 2, 2 into minus 2, minus 3 into 3, 3 into 3. So I put all the values properly. Now I'll calculate x upon minus 18 minus is plus 17 into 2 is 34. Y upon minus 51 and minus, this is minus 12 is equal to 1 upon minus 4 minus 9. Okay, so here we are getting x upon minus 52, y upon minus 51 plus 12, 1 upon minus 13. So let us now rub this part. Okay, I'll write it here. So this is x upon minus 52 is equal to y upon minus 51 and plus 12. So that is 39. Minus 39 is equal to 1 upon minus 13. So once I make x upon minus 52 is equal to the constant term. So from here x is equal to minus 52 upon minus 13, that is 4. So we get the value of x, that is 4. Now let me rub this. Now we'll make y is equal to, that is y upon minus 39 is 1 upon minus 13. So y is minus 39 upon minus 13, that is 3. So the value of y is 3. So we have come to the next question, that is question number 5. I am doing all the sums from this exercise so that it becomes a good practice for you. So let us start with this. Here you can see it is equal to 12. This is here in the first equation, everything is in the left hand side already. In the second equation, the constant term we have to get in the left hand side. So we'll write 2x minus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. Now let us quickly find out our a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. So a1 is 1, b1 is 2 and c1 is 1. And here a2 is 2, b2 is minus 3 and c2 is minus 12. Okay, so let us write now b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2 and b1, b2. If you are comfortable now, so you can start just writing the values directly. Okay, so b1, b2 is 2, minus 3, c1, c2 is 1, minus 12, a1, a2 is 1, 2 and b1, b2 is again 2, minus 3. So now x upon y upon is equal to 1 upon 100 x upon 2 into minus 12. So here it is 2 into minus 12 minus 3 into 1. So this minus 3 into 1. 1 into 2. 1 into 2 minus 12 into 1. Minus 12 into 1. And here it is 1 into minus 3. And there is a minus sign. Then 2 into 2. 2 into 2. Okay, I put all the values. Now let us write down. Let us calculate x upon minus 24 minus 3, y upon 2 minus 12, 1 upon minus 3 minus 4. I could have done it in one line also. I did one more step so that it doesn't become long, you know. So 20 minus 24 plus 3 is equal to y upon 2 plus 12 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So now let me erase this part. You can pause the video, you can do the sum on your own, everyone. You know the method now. So x upon this will be minus 21, y upon 14 and 1 upon minus 7. So now x upon minus 21 is 1 upon minus 7. I get minus 21 that side, x is equal to minus 21 upon minus 7, that's 3. So we get the value of x, that is 3. And now y upon 14 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So y is equal to minus 14 upon, 14 upon minus 7. I'll just write it properly. 1 upon minus 7. So y is equal to 14 upon minus 7. That is minus 2. So the value of y is minus 2. So now the question number 6. 2x plus 5y is equal to 1, 2x plus 3y is equal to 3. In both the equations, constant terms are on the right hand side. So we'll get them in the left hand side. 2x plus 5y minus 1 equal to 0. 2x plus 3y minus 3 equal to 0. Let us find out our a1, a2, b1, b2 and c1, c2. a1 is 2, b1 is 5 and c1 is minus 1. a2 is 2. B2 is 3 and C2 is minus 3. Now I'll directly write the values. Okay, I'll not write B1, B2, C1, C2, A1, A2, B1, B2. I'll just directly write the values. So B1, B2 is 5 and 3. C1, C2 is minus 1, minus 3. A1, A2 is 2, 2. Again B1, B2 is 5 and 3. Okay, so now we are writing x upon y upon and 1 upon. So under x upon 5 into minus 3, there is a minus sign in between and then 3 into minus 1. Upon y upon minus 1 into 2, there is a minus sign in between and then minus 3 into 2. Now upon 1 upon 2 into 3, there is a minus sign in between and then 2 into 5. Okay, so let us calculate this. X upon, this is minus 15 minus 3, y upon minus 2 minus 6 is equal to 1 upon 6 minus 10. Now let us rub this part. Okay, so now, so we are getting here x upon minus 15 plus write it properly. Minus 15 plus 3 is equal to y upon minus 2 plus 6 is equal to 1 upon 6 minus 10 is minus 4. So here x upon minus 12, y upon 4, 1 upon minus 4. So first I'll make x upon minus 12 is equal to 1 upon minus 4. Therefore x is equal to minus 12 upon minus 4, that is 3. So the value of x we are getting 3 from here. And now we are going to find out y. Let me erase this part. This is not required anymore. Okay, so y upon 4 is equal to 1 upon minus 4. So y is equal to 4 upon minus 4. Therefore minus 1. So the value of y is minus 1. By this time I think everyone is comfortable. Let us do 2-3 more sums. Okay, so let us start with the next question. Question number 7. So in the first equation we see the constant term is on the right hand side, so we have to get it in the left hand side and make the right hand side 0. So we'll write it this way: 8x minus 3y minus 12 equal to 0. And this side we can see the y and the constant term both are on the right hand side, so we'll take both of these in the left hand side. So 5x minus 2y minus 7 equal to 0. Now quickly we will write down our a1, a2, b1, b2, c1, c2. a1 is 8, a2 is 5, b1 is minus 3 and b2 is minus 2, c1 is minus 12 and c2 is minus 7. Now we'll write x upon, first we'll write down the values now. So we'll start from b1, b2, minus 3, minus 2, c1, c2, minus 12, minus 7, a1, a2, 8 and 5, and then again minus 3, minus 2. Okay. Now we'll write x upon, y upon, and 1 upon. So under x upon we'll write minus 3 into minus 7. There is a minus sign in between, then 2 into minus 12. Y upon minus 12 into 5. Minus in between minus 7 into 8. Under 1 upon 8 into minus 2 minus 5 into minus 3. Now we'll calculate this. This is x upon 21 minus 24. Y upon minus 60. Minus and minus is plus 56 is equal to 1 upon minus 16 plus 15. So let us clear this out. Okay, so now x upon, we are getting here minus 3, y upon, this is minus 4, and 1 upon, this is minus 1. Okay, so x upon minus 3 is 1 upon minus 1. Therefore, x is equal to minus 3 upon minus 1, or x is equal to 3. So one of the value of the variable we got, x is equal to 3. Similarly, y upon minus 4 is 1 upon minus 1. So y is minus 4 upon minus 1, or y is equal to 4. So other variable y is equal to 4. So we have come to the question number 8 now. Question number 8 is 7x minus 2y is equal to 20. I'll write 7x minus 2y minus 20 equal to 0. And this is 11x plus 15y plus 23 equal to 0. So a1 is 7, a2 is 11, b1 minus 2, b2 15, c1 minus 20, and c2 is 23. So now we'll write b1, b2, we'll start from b1, b2, so that's minus 2, 15, c1, c2 minus 20, 23, a1, a2, 7, 11, and again b1, b2 minus 2 and 15. So now x upon y upon and 1 upon. Under x upon minus 2 into 23. So minus 2 into 23. There is a minus sign. 15 into minus 20. Under y upon minus 20 into 11. There is a minus sign. 23 into 7. Under 1 upon 7 into 15. There is a minus sign. 11 into minus 2. Now let us calculate it properly. So it will be x upon minus 46, and minus into minus is plus 300. Now I am doing it in one step. Y upon minus 220 minus 161. Yes, and 1 upon 105 minus into minus is plus 11 into 2 is 22. Okay, now let us rub this part. Okay, so x upon 300 minus 46. So 300 minus 46, 4, 5, 254. 254 is equal to y upon 220 minus 161. 220 161 is 381 is equal to 1 upon 105 and 22. 105 and 22 is 127. Okay. So now x upon 254 is equal to 1 upon 127. Therefore x is equal to 254 upon 127. That is, this is coming 2. So the value of x is coming 2. And similarly, we'll solve for y. Y upon 381 is equal to 1 upon 127. Y is equal to 381 upon 127. So it's coming 3. So the value of y is equal to 3. So we got the value of x and y, 2 and 3. So now the ninth question is little different. Instead of numbers, we have got a and b here. So the first equation is ax plus by is equal to a minus b. So a minus b is a constant term in the first equation. And second is bx minus ay is equal to a plus b. This is the constant term. So we have to get everything in the left hand side. Follow the same steps. Ax plus by minus a minus b equal to 0. And here it is bx minus ay minus a plus b. This is equal to 0. Now we are going to write, no, cancel. Okay, so it is your a1 is a now, a2 is b, b1 is b, and b2 is minus a, c1 is minus a minus b, C2 is minus a plus b. I hope everyone is understanding. A1 is the coefficient of x of the first equation, so that's a here. A2 is the coefficient of x of the second equation, that's b here. B1 is coefficient of y of the first equation, that's b. And b2 is coefficient of y in the second equation, that's minus a. The constant term here is minus a minus b, and here it is minus a plus b. Okay, so now we'll start from here, b1, b2. So I'll write b minus a, c1, c2, that is minus a minus b into minus a plus b, b1, b2, c1, c2, a1, a2. a1, a2 is a, b, and then again b1, b2, that is b minus a. Okay, now x upon, the method remains same, you just have to do it little carefully, that's all. X upon b into this, so there is a minus sign. So I write minus b into a plus b. In between there is a minus sign, and these two are multiplied. Here minus into minus is plus. So I am just writing the numbers a into a minus b. Now y into something, minus sign will come, b into a minus b. There is a minus sign in between, and these two again minus. So this minus and this minus will become plus. A into a plus b. Here it is a into minus a, a into minus a minus b into b. Okay, so everything is written properly. So now we'll multiply. I'll just do it properly here so that you can see properly. Okay, so x upon multiply now. Minus b into a is minus ab. Minus b into b is minus b square. Here minus a into a is minus a square. Minus a into minus b is plus ab is equal to y upon. Minus b into a is minus ab. Minus b into minus b plus b square. Plus a into a, that is plus a square, plus a into b, that is plus ab. Now I write 1 upon, okay, a into minus a minus a square minus b square. Okay, so I'll erase this also now. Not required anymore. Okay, now this is plus ab and minus ab gets cancelled. X upon, if I take minus common, it will be a square plus b square inside the bracket is equal to y upon, here also minus ab plus ab cancels and you get a square plus b square is equal to 1 upon, if I take minus common, again a square plus b square. Okay, so now x upon this, we'll write x upon minus a square plus b square is equal to the constant term, that is 1 upon minus a square plus b square. Minus and minus gets cancelled, a square plus b square goes that side, so x is equal to a square plus b square upon a square plus b square, that gives you 1. So the value of x is coming 1. Similarly, now we'll make y upon this, so I'll write it here. Y upon a square plus b square is equal to 1 upon minus a square plus b square. Therefore, y is equal to a square plus b square divided by minus a square plus b square. This and this gets cancelled, so the value of y is coming minus 1. So here are the values of x and y for the 9th sum. So we have come to the last question of today's video, that is question number 10. In this exercise there are 4 more sums that we are going to cover in the next video. So let us start with question number 10. Both the equations are given in the right form. Everything is on the left hand side and the right hand side 0. So we can directly start writing our A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. A1 is this 3 and A2 is 2. B1 is 2 and B2 is 1. C1 is 25 and C2 is 10. So now start writing B1, B2, start from B1, B2, 2, 1, C1, C2, 25, 10, A1, A2, 3, 2 and again 2, 1. We'll write it little down in a proper manner. X upon, Y upon and 1 upon. So X upon 2 into 10, in between there is a minus sign, and then 1 into 25, y upon 25 into 2 minus 10 into 3. I am doing little fast because already we have done many sums. You can pause the video, do the sum on your own and get it checked after you are done. 1 upon 3 into 1 and minus 2 into 2. Okay, so this is coming x upon 20 minus 25, y upon 50 minus 30, 1 upon 3 minus 4. Let us rub this part. Okay. So this is x upon minus 5 is equal to y upon 20 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So therefore x upon minus 5 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. Minus minus gets cancelled. X is equal to 5 and y upon 20 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So y is equal to minus 20. So we got the value of x and y.